What's going on, my fellow troops? My name is Xavvo and welcome back to a brand new video. So today I just wanted to kind of keep you guys updated. So I've nearly got majority of the camos done for the well gun, and I should actually have the rat pistol done pretty damn soon. So I should have those done pretty soon. But speaking of camos, let's talk about the camo grinds. I feel like this is a very prevalent topic in the Call of Duty scene, and honestly I've got some things I want to say about it, because honestly I want to kind of run through, like, a lot of things, really, and kind of how it will go forward, I think, with future Call of Duty games. So, the first thing I want to say is, something I'm starting to notice is just how many people are doing it. Like, I didn't realize camo grinding had got as big as it had. Like, I was obviously kind of aware that most people, when they say they're going to get a Call of Duty game, they're going to go straight for a camo grind, which, you know, in all fairness, is a pretty sad thing to admit, even on my behalf, that most people are only consuming camo grinds as the main content of the game, because casual Call of Duty has kind of gone out the window at this point. Like, there's no returning to that anymore. But yeah, like, I just noticed so many people are doing camo grinds. Like, I did notice during Damascus that a lot of other people had it, which was ultimately quite surprising to me, because I was told it was one of the hardest camo grinds, and it still is to this day, one of the hardest, or the hardest camo grind in Call of Duty history, and I was surprised just how many people had it, to be honest with you. I mean, respect. A lot of players clearly had the same will and the motivation to pull through such a tedious grind to get a really good camo, in my opinion. I think it's really, really just beautiful, the Damascus camo, but it made me think, like, because I was on Vanguard just playing matches as usual. It's kind of what I've been doing. That's why I don't upload every single day, because I'm just grinding and whatnot. But I was just like, I was looking in chat, and there was just dudes talking about how they're doing the camo grind, and oh, they need help with, like, the Panzerfaust and all this sort of stuff. And I was just, like, so surprised. Like, it really, for some reason, hit really strangely for me, because I'm just so used to hopping into typical lobbies and they've just got, let's say, some 50-year-old British guy or chavs or anything like that. If you're American, you won't have a clue what I'm talking about. But it's just like, I hear those on the mic, and they're usually not very interested by the sounds of it in any sort of camo grinding. They just sound like they're playing for a bit of fun, and a lot of the time they sit in corners, like, with the same gun that they've got gold on. So I'm usually led to believe that not many people care about camo grinding, especially this year. But no, I'm obviously very wrong. A lot of people are doing it, and it just seems to be so popular, and it really makes you think, like, what happened to casual Call of Duty? Like, I really have, like, the most minuscule understanding of older CODs. Pretty much had absolutely no affiliation with any older CODs, didn't play any of them. I think I had, like, a slither of Black Ops 2 Zombies experience on Transit, and that's about as much as I can say. Like, I don't have much experience with old COD, but I think it doesn't take an Einstein to figure out that older CODs were much more casual, especially when you watch other Call of Duty channels speak about it, and you just kind of look at old gameplays, and you just realize how much the game was very stirred on the concept of just having fun and just playing because you had fun, like it was hopping on with your friends, or just playing because you just wanted to play Call of Duty. But now I feel like it's because skill-based matchmaking is in the state that it's in, I feel like everybody's trying to be competitive, and I'm not blaming, you know, things for being the way they are because of skill-based matchmaking. It's actually the other way around. The only reason we have skill-based matchmaking in the excessive quantity that we do is because of how hard people are trying, and it really makes you wonder, like, what makes everybody get Call of Duty nowadays just to be the best, or just to get the camo grind. And I know, I mean, I'm guilty of myself. I literally buy the next Call of Duty game, I'm like, right, it's time to start camo grinding, but it really started to sink in a little bit, just seeing people in game chat, and it also begs the question, are we addicted to camo grinding? Because I feel like now, not just me, but everybody I know, well, maybe not everybody, but the majority of people I know are hopping onto the camo grind scene if they've never done it before, and there's content creators that always just complain all the time because all they're doing is pretty much forcing themselves to play the game so they can finish the camo grind, which it's now kind of become this thing where it's like, even I'm noticing, like, I didn't play much Call of Duty, as I say. Like, I started playing Call of Duty in COD World War II, but most could argue Call of Duty really started to face this skill-based matchmaking era that we're in now in Modern Warfare 2019. So I have played 2 games prior to that, and I can definitely say, compared to COD World War II and Black Ops 4, there is a huge difference. Like, yeah, don't get me wrong, there's always going to be tryhards just pub stomping your lobby in any Call of Duty game you play in. And for a matter of fact, you could probably go back to Black Ops 3 and you'll probably get, like, tryharded on by some guy who's never left the servers since, like, 2015. So it's just, honestly, like, there's such a difference. Like, I look back on when I was playing Black Ops 4, and hell, even I was not remotely interested in the camo grind. Like, it was just not my cup of tea. I would just play the game for fun, and now everyone and their dog is doing the camo grind. And now I just want to kind of get onto what do I think's going to happen with camo grinding, because if you haven't heard already, you must be living under a rock if you haven't. But since the Activision and Blizzard and whatnot being bought by Microsoft, people are speculating a lot of things, like Call of Duty will no longer be running on the annual release cycle like it always does, and it has done for like the past, what, 15 years? I don't know how long it's been going for at this point. Jesus, there's that many COD games. But apparently there's lots of speculation that they will stop dropping COD games every year, and honestly, I'm all for that. I really didn't think Modern Warfare 2019 in itself deserved as little time as it did. I felt like this game could definitely go on for another 2-3 years, like another, well, at least another 1 or 2 years, sorry, because it was that fun, and I think they just didn't live up to the respect that they deserved, because there's so much time into Modern Warfare 2019, and honestly, to all the bros, all the homies out there that are still playing Modern Warfare 2019, you're still bumping those lobbies, and you're still playing that shit, and you're not going to the newer CODs, I honestly give all my respect to you, because honestly, it feels great to know that such an absolute masterpiece that game is still being worshipped by so many COD players. And if you go to almost any COD channel where they're like bringing up the debate of which COD's the best, like everyone's usually always saying Modern Warfare 2019 for some reason, and I know it was personally my favorite of the past few years or any of the CODs I've played, but there's definitely a lot of issues, and people do have rights to bring them up. Anyway, I'm going kind of off tracks here, but pretty much what I'm saying is the state of the new Call of Duty generation, I guess you could say, and the era we're in, I guess, is what I'm going to go with, the era, because of the new era of Call of Duty, and, you know, like the whole Activision, Blizzard, and whatnot being bought by Microsoft, people are, like, starting to think, like, what's going to happen with camo grinding? Is camo grinding going to become dead? Like, is it going to die out because of the fact that we're going to stop having annual games? Because, you know, people will finish them so fast that they'll get bored. But I honestly don't think it will ever die out. Honestly, I don't think camo grinds will ever die out. I think, if anything, what they'll probably will start seeing happening in Call of Duty is they'll start to make the camo grinds harder for people. And I can say for myself, a camo grind takes me about 5 months minimum, or 6 months minimum. Some people somehow are getting it in like 1 month, 2 months. I don't for 1 minute believe that people are doing it in a week. I know there's literal videos that say how to get Dark Ether in 1 week. Like, no, most people aren't, unless they've already done one of the camo grinds and maxed all their weapons out. It usually isn't the case. You can do it in a week, and even the sweatiest people. So I don't think, even with how difficult it is currently for the average player, I think it's still going to get harder. I think they're going to add more weapons, or they're going to add, I don't know if they'll add double the levels, which sounds ridiculous, 140 levels, 150 levels on a gun. Who knows what they're going to do, but it's going to have to last us that 2-3 years, on top of the seasonal cycle where we get, like, new seasonal maps and a few guns and whatever weapons, you know, melees and whatnot. I think generally they're just going to bump up the difficulty of the camos, and I think they're probably just going to add more. Like, if you look at Modern Warfare 2019 for a good example, they didn't just leave it at the regular gold, platinum, and Damascus. For some reason, they decided, like, partway through the year, we're going to add another mastery camo, which was Obsidian. So who's to say they won't do that with the future Call of Duties? They might have the standard 3, and as the games go on, they add more mastery camos to give people more challenges, or, as I say, they'll add more difficulty to the challenges, so they take people double as much time as they take in Vanguard, Black Ops Cold War, whatever, you know, people are finding really quick strategies nowadays. They'll probably extend or double the amount of work we have to do so that we take longer on them. But yeah, I generally think people are getting too addicted at this point. And yes, again, I'm going to repeat for the third time, I'm guilty of that myself. I literally non-stop play the game for the camo grind, but it is one of the best things to keep me occupied and to keep me entertained whilst I played the game. It's not that I don't like Vanguard. I definitely do think I would rather be playing Black Ops 4 or another card, but I don't mind Vanguard. I will play it anyway, but I feel like we're getting too attached to mastery camos, and I think we need to start seeing some more innovation, like other challenges that we can be doing, because I know this year they did implement the whole operator challenges, and that's never been an actual thing in previous CODs. Like, yeah, you could do challenges for skins or whatnot, but they actually made like a mastery system for the skins. Even though it was like piss easy, anyone could do it in like, what, a week or more. I mean, I personally took since like the time I got the game. I wasn't really so serious about it at first, but it's not difficult. You just stick a character on and just play with the character until it gets to level 20, and then you just flip to another one, so it's pretty easy to do them. But they could always elaborate on that. They could carry on bringing us mastery operator challenges, or make them difficult, or make loads of fancy gold, or like, I don't know, galaxy skins. I don't know what they would do. It'd have to obviously like live up to the theme of the game. Like, they can't be adding like galaxy shit obviously in Vanguard because it's a World War II game. So if we were, let's say, to have the Black Ops game, allegedly we were probably going to be getting 2025 or whenever the next COD is, right? Like 2023. I don't know when it is going to be. Well, no, it'll be 2024 actually. My bad. We'll probably, it would make sense if you added some like galaxy skin challenges for the operators. I don't know, but honestly, that's what I have to say really about camo grinds. It's a really interesting topic, to be honest with you, and I thought I'd just talk about it a little bit, have a bit of a ramble, and I do enjoy making these videos the most, honestly, because I just love talking. It's just something I'm good at. I should make a fucking podcast at this point. But yeah, other than that, thank you everyone for watching. If you did enjoy, be sure to smash a like on this video. It would really go a long way, and it would help me out as well. And yeah, just thank you for all the support as well. And yeah, it really means a lot. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye, guys.